Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow program. Thank you for tuning in. I want to talk today about I'm having a conversation. Basically, that's what I'm doing here with you. I'm having a conversation. And I want to talk to you about start off here about my childhood a little bit. I went through a lot as a child and as an adult, and the things that happened to us when we were children, that's really what molds us into being the person that we become. The events of our childhood. And as a child, we didn't have a lot. My mother did the best she could. My parents divorced when I was young and back in the 70s. And, I didn't have a lot. Like I said, she did the best she could. She made do at Christmas. I tell you that. Christmas, we never knew we didn't have anything because she made sure that we had a very bright Christmas. And I think a lot about this country. I just sit and I think about this country and what this country means to me. And now, I have went through a lot in these past 3 months. This country does mean a lot to me. Even though this country wasn't good to me and my ancestors, it really does mean a lot to me. And I want to make this country a better place for everyone. Everyone who comes here voluntarily, involuntary, however way you got here, you here. And we need to try to make it better for everybody because it's not just, United States just don't belong to one person, really. We all were brought here voluntarily, involuntarily, born here. However way your ancestors got here, you're here now, and so now you need to try to make the best of it. You need to make the best of your life. You're not here to just exist and be going through. You're here for a purpose. It's a reason you're here, and really, if it's really up to you. You need to look at yourself. You really need to look within you because a lot of people say, well, ain't nothing wrong with me. And if there ain't nothing wrong with you, then this podcast is not for you. Then you perfect. And you need to go on. But, it's some of us who still need to work on us and need to work on our mind and our heart and the way we think and the way we treat other people. And we need to come out of oppression, how we treat ourselves, because oppression is the result of what has happened to Africans in this country, and what we're still dealing with. But I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people like to say, well, okay, we're a product of our environment. I will say that much. But you have the capability, the ability to get up and do something about it. Nothing holding you back no more. You're not in chains no more. You're not behind bars no more. You're not enslaved in the mind no more unless you want to be, and you don't have to deal with any chaos unless you want to. You need to eliminate all the chaos out your life. I don't even let nobody bring chaos to me. I shut them down right away out the door. I don't even want to hear it. I'm going to tell you something. I'd rather sit and look out the window at the trees blowing than to hear somebody's gossip. Because, see, all that does is that weigh on my mind, that weigh on my heart. And I get to thinking about things and worrying about stuff that I don't even need to be worrying about. See, my focus is the podcast. And those who don't want to hear the advice that I got to say, but then you go on and do your own thing, do what you want to do, and then come back to me, well, it didn't work. I did this, and it blew up in my face. Well, I knew that was already going to happen before you did that. But you went on and did what you wanted to do, and now you want me to help you out of that one. But all I can do is tell you this. You need to fix your heart and your mind. You need to follow the podcast, and what you don't catch, maybe that day, you may want to go back and look at the Grow program is on YouTube. The Grow program has a podcast. You can email the Grow program. If you having any type of difficulties that you're trying to get through, I'm going to tell you something, what the Grow program is. It's 3 months old, and the Grow program is me. So I am the Grow program, and I live the Grow program, and I have other people who live the Grow program, and we're doing wonderful. All you got to do is get your heart and your mind together. Once you get your heart and the mind together, stop treating people wrong, stop treating yourself wrong, then you can come out of whatever you dealing with. Because you ain't got to deal with it. You don't have to deal with the chaos. You don't have to deal with the drama. You don't have to deal with the problems that you're going through, whatever it is, whatever vices that you got holding on to you. I'm going to tell you something about If you're dealing with drugs, if your mind is enslaved right now, you got your mind enslaved, you need to free your mind, first of all. And I'm going to tell you something about rehab. You say, I need to go to rehab. No, you don't need to go to rehab, because I'm going to tell you about rehab. Rehab. The people in rehab, half of them don't even want to be in there. They in there because the court made them go, or the family made them go. Now, I don't understand this TV show where you go in and you force somebody to go to rehab who don't want to go. They like the lifestyle they live, and they like living the life of a rebel, and so why don't you leave them alone? Because what you doing is you done created more chaos in your life by trying to make them do right. Because most of the people in rehab don't want to be there no way. So the ones who go to rehab thinking they going to make a difference, they go in there, got to jump through all kind of hoops and hurdles. You got to deal with the folks who don't want to be in there clowning. They sneaking drugs in, doing this, doing that. And you got to go to this meeting, talk to this council, do this, do that. And then all in the end, they finally tell you what it is. It's all in your mind. So once you know that now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to cut you a trip. I'm going to save you a trip. Don't go to rehab. All you got to do is fix your mind. Stop thinking that way. Stop thinking that you're going to find that next high off that next hit, off that next drink, because drinking, it changes your mindset. Drinking alters your mind, your thinking. You may hear something one way, but it's going to come out a different way, because it don't come out right when you're drinking. You can't sit and say, well, I'm going to drink and chill out and leave somebody alone, because you don't do that. The drinking don't let you do that. It's a trick of the enemy. And so it's just a spiritual warfare that we're dealing with, people. It really is. I'm going to tell you something. It ain't your sister. It's the spiritual demon that's in her. It ain't her, and so what we need to do is begin to meditate on her and begin to meditate that she change her ways and that she fix herself and stop bringing all that drama to you, and stop causing that chaos in your life. So what you going to do is fix your heart, towards her, and forgive yourself, and then start meditating towards her, meditating to the ancestors who go to God on your behalf. Just meditate that she changed. Meditate something different come out in her. Meditate that she know how to talk to you when she call you, that she know what to say, that she may give you something that may lift you up, that may help you, not hinder you, not hold you back, tell you can't do that. It ain't no such thing as can't. You can. If you want to, you can do it. You can do it. You can get over, you can grow. Okay, so let's grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Wisdom, people, is the wisdom, and the wisdom comes from our mind through God. God bless you.